What's up, everyone? We are back in paradise, or at least that's what we're trying to build here. This should be episode 6 of Paradise, and we are back, and we have some things to do today. We got some things to do. So, one thing we got to do is we're gonna need to move this water. We're gonna move this water because I want it over here. I want to be pulling from water from over here. But in order to get that set up how I want it to, we're going to need some dynamite. So we're going to be pushing to get some dynamite made, because we should be making dynamite up here because we got all this set up last time. And yeah, also I got a smelter going because I want metal. I want metal blocks. We're going to need metal blocks in the future because I need to do a couple of things other than, getting this water. I really want to get to the next size up on water pumps. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's just the large water pump. Let's see. It's under the water tab. Yes. And it is the large water pump. Yes. I want to get the large water pump. But in order to get to the large water pump, we're going to need treated planks. And considering right now, I don't have treated planks and I don't really get enough power to keep planks going because we're relying on wind. I really want to start working on that as well as trying to get that situation done. But in order to get that fixed, we're going to need more inventors. We're going to need more science. So I think one thing I'm going to do is I am probably going to temporarily install some more inventors so we can get more science. But I'm also going to build us more housing so we can increase our population, because I think we're going good on our population. And I got an injured beaver also, so I think we need to take care of that as well. So I have a house, a medical bed, but we need another medical bed. Yes, and I am jumping around because I'm seeing things that need to be done and not even realizing that they need to be done. So we're going to make 2 more medical beds right there. And yeah, that's going to start that. Also, we're going to put a little awning over them, and we're going to unlock these roof tiles because we're going to put this over there, because the better I want their well-being to be higher. Because of the fact they're injured, I want to try and make sure their well-being is a little bit higher, so hopefully they heal faster,
I don't think it means what you think it means.
And then I'm going to crank up the speed. So first things first, we're going to need to put that there, and then we're going to need housing. And it's going to need to be entryway on the other side, and not rotate, we need to flip. So entryway there, and now we need to rotate. Entryway there, and then double rotate. There we go. Yep, now that'll be good to go. Of course, we're gonna need a stairwell there. We need some pathing there, pathing there. So once they get to that, they'll be able to get in there. And then we're going to need our nice little accoutrement, which I do think at some point I will change out these decorations. Right now I'm just going with these decorations because I think they look really nice. And they give me the well-being boost that I want. And we're going to have this lamp over there. And as a matter of fact, I am feeling like there's part of me that wants to take away the shrub. But I don't think the hammocks or the benches actually give you well-being. So yeah, because the shrub, as you see, within one tiles. So yeah, I'm not feeling sure about that. But either way, I'm almost done with this. We should be getting some more beavers, which will give us more workers, which will give us more stuff to do. So they're I got some dynamite. I got some explosives, which is good. We need explosives. And because I'm only doing one layer at a time, I'm only going to be able to do one layer at a time. I can just lay down some explosives now. Yeah. We need science. I forgot about that. I said I was going to put in new inventors, and I completely forgot just that fast, because that is where my mind has been today. I feel like this is just continuing. So we're going to put some temp installs on there. Let me see. What's our storage look like? Grilled potatoes. Regular chestnuts. Oh man, we have a whole lot of regular chestnuts. We don't have any grilled chestnuts. But we're going to need more storage. We got so many potatoes. So how about this? Let's see. Yeah, we can put that one on the outside because there's no... You know what? We'll put it up against it. So we'll put one there, and of course, because we're going to need to have a way to move around up there. And then we will build more storage up there. We'll build some more medium warehouses. Yeah, I would think about unlocking the large warehouse, but yeah, we're low on science. We need science. Let's see. Yeah, they're making gears. Just slowly because we don't have a whole lot of extra power. There, we got wind power. Okay, so then we could throw in some more windmills. So if we put one there, we're good. So then if we put a platform there, we should be able to put another windmill on top of... No, we can't. And I know why we can't, because of those trees. Because the trees are growing and they obstruct the windmill. So those trees need to go bye-bye. They need to be gone. These trees need to be gone. Like today. It looks like I don't have any workers available. Oh! Man, they built those that quick. Alright. So what am I going to put in these? Well, one is definitely going to have grilled chestnuts. And then... Man, we have so many chestnuts. Because our grill isn't grilling chestnuts. It's grilling potatoes. Okay. So yeah. So now we're going to have some grilled chestnuts. Let's see. What do I want to store in this one? I mean, we have so many carrots. Maybe I'll put carrots in this one. Because we are going to need carrots. Because carrots is used for biofuel. Later on for when we have bots. So yeah, it's a thing. We're going to need them. Even though we have so many of them. I got a lot of small storage for berries, which is fine. You know what? We're going to plant some wheat. We're going to plant some wheat at some point. So we're going to need that. What else could we use? I don't have a tapper shack, so we can't get pine resin. And we're not ready for anything else on there. You know, I guess I could just get more berries. Now, we don't use berries. I got 200 of them. I feel like that's enough. And the potatoes, we're not burning through those potatoes. So, you know, let's just put some more regular chestnuts. But I do want... You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to do some... we're going to remodel. Yeah, we're going to remodel. We're going to remodel this area. Hold on. While I'm thinking about it. Oh, yeah, we didn't have enough science for dynamite. So while we're still waiting on science, I think we're going to remodel this area. And what we're going to do right here is we are going to demolish this building. And what we're going to do, how we're going to have this work, is I'm going to put platforms here and there. And we are going to put a ladder back here. Yep, it's facing the back, which will be fine. We'll put our path on the bottom going to the ladder, and then have our path come up the ladder there. So that's that. And then food, we're going to put 2 grills on top of this. And you know what? I can take away that path. And we can put a little storage up there. And like we'll put a little storage that has we'll just put some regular chestnuts in it, and we'll have it obtain. Then we'll set this one to grilled chestnuts. We'll set that one to grilled chestnuts. We'll grill up some chestnuts real good and quick. Nothing to do in range. Oh, you don't have anything to do in range. Well, sir. How about we pause you for now? I don't have to take it away. I mean, there's nothing saying that I have to take it away because, you know, we got 1 injured beaver. So right now, hunger, thirst, sleep, shelter, wet fur, we could use that. But carrots, grilled potatoes, and grilled chestnuts, we're looking good. We could use a couple more contemplation spots, but I'm not so worried about that just yet. Yeah, they're cutting down those trees. Let's see. Put another... Yeah. And that's going to tell us our line, where we're at for those. And then we'll just need some power shafts from that one to that one. Which they can get to tomorrow. Oh, yep. I need another contemplation spot. Speaking of which, because I was just talking about that. So a contemplation spot there. That's good. That's good. And they'll get that all put together. Let's see. I have 10 beavers with nothing to do. Oh, wow. Yeah, was not expecting that. I'm liking that though. So if I have 600. I have 600. We can unlock the boom boom. which is good. I got 2 beavers injured now. I still have 9 beavers with no jobs. So let's see. Well, you know, I can actually probably extend this out. And I want to have a path back here because I want to start sectioning these off and making these nice rows of trees to grow. You know, it'll look a little bit nicer. So let's put a little bit more cutting on this area. So I can just get them nice, looking nice. But what I want to do is I want to have some trees over here. Like I'm going to have pines that aren't going to have anything. So when I get my tapper shack, I'll be able to have them just pull the pine resin because they're not going to get cut down. But I want to clear out all the trees in the meantime to make sure I don't have oaks in the area with the pines. You know, to be able to keep it separate and have a little bit of distinction and the differences between everything would be really good. And I got chestnuts there. I got a drought approaching. Oh man. Oh. That's in. It's in. So this is the first explosion of the season. As soon as I unpause. Yes. That feels so good. Yeah, I'm sure it's kind of like one of those, it's like, it's just a little bit of explosions, but no, it feels so good to be able to blow things up and terraform and change the way everything goes because it's a little bit nicer. Although now that I'm looking at it, I should not have blown that up, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It'll work. It's a triple. It needs a triple platform. Yeah, I'm sure you're like, why are you blowing that one up then if you needed a triple platform there? Because... Alright, so triple platforms. And if you're wondering why I was so adamant about that, it actually has to do with the pathing. Because I don't want to push the pathing back too far because it's already... I didn't want to create the extra space or movement on the path. I would rather build something to make it fit the way I want it to, because the extra step, I feel like it makes it take longer for them to do some of the things that I'd like them to do. Man. So both of these are set to grilled chestnuts. They're not making grilled chestnuts. I got tons of potatoes, so we'll set it to potatoes. Not like I'm really running out of grilled potatoes. I mean, I do have room for them. My potato fields are completely full. So, yeah, let's plant some wheat. And I'm under trees instead of crops. So let's plant some wheat. All right. So they're planting, they're planting, they're planting. All right. Okay, let's get these blown up before... And I need to turn off the water to see everything. Let's get all of these blown up before the drought, because if I have to wait, that's going to be less water I'll be able to get out of here. But now that that is taken care of, I can put those two there. So I can delete this and this one. Because we're going to start pulling water from this area right here, so it doesn't affect our normal water here. Because we need this water to stay during a drought, because all of our it's keeping all of our fields fertile. So we need to, and I forgot to do that. I forgot to close this to save some water. Of course I did. Because of course I would. Oh, I am so silly. That's all right. We're not pumping out of there, though. It's an 8-day drought. We'll be able to pump water throughout the entire thing. I didn't think I put in that many... I really didn't think I put in that many things that would fill up all my jobs. I'm still waiting on this tree right here to fully grow so they can cut it down. Man, I have a lot of metal blocks, which is good. Well, I can at least place this down. And then once the drought's over, I can actually blow those up. Okay, so let's talk about some future plans. Man, are all the beds taken? I've got 4 injured beavers. Man. Am I going to have to build a hospital wing? I feel like I am going to have to build a hospital wing. Man, I just completely lost track of my thoughts on what I was gonna say, because that whole having to possibly build a hospital is kind of throwing me off. Okay, it looks like we're back up on grilled potatoes. We're up on grilled chestnuts, so we're good on food. Like, our food is looking amazing. I mean, we could probably use some more chestnuts, but I don't think it's necessary. I just need these injured beavers to heal up. So, we got a lot of metal blocks. I really want to get... I need to get up to 1,000 science. Why 1,000 science, you say? Well, I want to start bridging across to this side. And to do that, I need Oh, that's 3,000 science. That's going to take forever. We're at 450. That's a suspension bridge is 1,800. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. You know, I could. This is going to take way longer than I want to. But I could do this. All right. This is something to do in the meantime while I'm waiting. Oh. And then some levees. And then we put that there. And I'm sure you guys are like, what are you doing? Well, what I'm trying to do, and this is actually gonna kind of suck to do all this, because it's gonna be a pain trying to clean it up afterwards. But what I want to do, what I'd really like to do, is get some power from down here for when the water is flowing, because then that way I gotta be careful too, because I'm hoping it's not gonna be too much deeper than what it is, because we're in a drought right now. That's perfectly fine for how everything is going, but once the drought's over, I gotta be careful to make sure I don't get anyone contaminated, because otherwise I'm gonna have to deal with contamination. But hopefully I can get this done pretty quickly. And then actually I want to do all that. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of power, I need to connect these and connect those. Man, it's being very finicky because of the angle I'm at. I got vertical power shafts, so then that there. So that should be that to that. I need two verticals there. I need two verticals there. Okay. So then that'll connect there. That'll connect there. That'll connect there. And yes, I am hoping that by doing this, I will be able to get a little bit better power situation. And I won't even need to use this guy, hopefully. Or at least not during a normal tide. I know this seems like it's a whole lot to do for the power situation, but I feel like that's going to be my best hope. Because even though I have metal blocks, I can't really use them right now. And oh my gosh, I'm low on beavers. Well, there's no bad water to be taken anyway. What if I turn down my haulers? Well, I got 0.3 days. Oh, yes, he finally cleared all that out. So now that that's gone, I can put in one more wheat field right here. Okay. We're going to blow those. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Of course I would do that. Of course I would do that. Because I've been playing Iron Teeth on my other playthrough, other games. So of course I wouldn't realize that I needed two wide. So basically what I need to do is take those apart. And then I can demolish these. Because I need it to be in the middle. Because of course. And right now I won't be able to get the logs back. Unless I do something drastic. You know what? I think this is going to be temporary. I mean, like, is it worth it to build a temporary underground pile? Yes. Not so temporary anymore. I'm going to have to break this path in a minute. Yep. I gotta get rid of those stairs. I don't need any contaminated beavers. I thought breaking the path would do it. So that's not going to. So I'm going to have to wait till the next drought. Unless I can possibly get an overhang or something. I don't know. That just threw a kink into my plans. But I do need to turn some of these water pumps back on. Because those three by themselves was not doing it. They weren't keeping up. But I can boom these. Can boom that. Boom that. Boom that. And so then what I can do here is I can put in there and there. That should be 5 water pumps. And I believe that means that all these will be able to go. I can get rid of that. And those. Have them come pick all this rubble up, because I need you to pick all this stuff up. I don't have any more injured beavers, which is good. I'm good with the non-injured beavers. Man, they're at 1.1k of science. But man, I was really, really hoping to have that, all of that done. But I also, now that I think about it, does it have to be too high? No, it's 1 high. So with the level that water's at, I don't even know if... Well, it should be fine with, even with the water being higher than that, because it's still going to flow. And I don't want to put it on top of stuff to force the flow like that. I mean, it should be fine. Oh, hey. I think I'm going to want this a little bit bigger. So what if we put the path going back this way some? And we can mark some more trees for cutting. Yeah. Is that that's my gatherer flag. My lumberjack flags are only over there. So what if I moved one of my lumberjack flags over here and deleted this one? And so he's just going to move over here and start cutting this down. Okay, so what did I say I wanted? I wanted water pumps this episode. So we moved our water to over here. And it's looking good. We got 5 water pumps. They can run during the drought and not have to worry about possibly interrupting our what's it called? Our fertilization pond. That's what we'll call this. And the fact that I wasn't even paying attention, and yeah, it is actually flowing over. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I am everywhere and nowhere all at once.
You're going nowhere.
So everything up here is running. We got that. So I think I know what I am going to do at this exact moment. And I believe it's something I said I was going to do a while ago. But now for sure it's going to happen. Because 1, we have science. And 2, we have space. And that is wet fur with the Lido. Bring in some Lidos. A Lido there. Okay, dudes, I really need you to pick up these planks. I need you to pick up these planks. I get it, the planks are full, but I need you to pick these things up. So first thing in the morning, I need you to make this. Good, good. You're taking those planks and starting to fill them up over there. All right, more well-being. So we're going to need, let's see, I put a Lido there. We're going to need a Lido here and a Lido here. I know I was talking about putting them over here, but I don't think I'm going to put them over there. What I am going to do is delete these. And we're going to pick those up. And I think just to ensure that everyone has access to wet fur, I think we're going to put in a couple showers. Because some guys just want to take a quick shower. You know? They want to get a quick shower in and go back to work. Because sometimes that's all you need. Oh, and we are at 15. Is it because of wet fur? Yep, it's because 30 of our 58 have gotten wet fur. Now, speaking of roofs, I completely forgot about that. So let's go with the 2x2 roof. We're going to put them that way or that way. We'll go that way. Yeah, that's another 120, which is small, but the payout will be big enough. All right, so they should be working on those Lidos. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should actually get rid of these for planks. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I have 8 beavers without jobs. Oh. I just had a large population grow up. I had like a whole generation grow up. Okay. So after they make those, I think I need... Are my haulers maxed? Yep, my haulers are maxed. Yeah, I think I'm going to put in one more water pump. 2 more water pumps. I would rather have too many water pumps than not enough. See, it's just such a long trip for them to get there, but it's fine. I would much rather have them have too much water than not enough. So that is going to be good. And I think, oh, they're at 16. All right, 16. So we got our nice little roofs built. So if this shelter holds 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 8. That would be 4, 8, 12, 16 times 6 is 96. So I have I could do 96 beavers in this little area of living space if I dynamite out these and put in doubles, and I could still keep this little footprint. That would be pretty cool, because that would be 24 beavers in one section. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 6 times 4 is 24. So yeah, be 24 beavers in one section. All right, our water looks like it's starting to creep back up now that we've got all these water pumps going. Grilled potatoes. We don't have any chestnuts because, yeah, we're waiting on that. But now that he's finished clearing out that, I can, it looks like, put, yeah, I think that'll be a really good section to put in some pines that don't get cut down so I can get pine resin. Ooh, or maples. So we can start getting some maple syrup. That might be next. I do think I am gonna have them finish cutting this down, and then I'm gonna plant all oaks there in this section as well. I think things are looking really good for us right now, because I think I'm about to bring this episode to a close. Yeah, I think I am going to bring this episode to a close because we got a drought approaching, and during this next drought, I'm going to finish all of this while the water level dips down, because that way I can get that in and we can check out the power once it is all set and done, and that gives me a lot of time. So yeah, I feel like we did get a little bit of stuff accomplished in this one. You know, I think it's looking good. So we got another block of housing, so it's looking good. We're easily sustaining our population with food for sure, because man, we have so much, so many grilled potatoes, and we got carrots galore. We got berries. Well, we got like 200 berries, but we don't really eat berries. We'll use berries later for other stuff. But I think we're our population is doing very well. The only thing I'm thinking that maybe I'm gonna do in the next one, besides finishing that whole power source for when there is a more sustainable power source for when there is water tide flowing through, is start working on some of my other factories that I'm gonna need. Like right now I'm gonna need a grist mill, I believe it is, for the flour to turn the wheat into wheat flour, and then I'm gonna need a bakery so I can bake some bread, because that'll give us some more food. Because yes, more food is better. But that's all for the next episode when we get to that point. And I'm enjoying this. I'm really liking how this is. I may move the farmhouse that's over by its lonesome over closer to the other ones, so that way, yeah, I might move that so it's a little bit nicer of an area to get to. But I'm enjoying this. This is a great start to this, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. So, this is Paradise. I appreciate you sticking with me and hanging out with me for this time being. Next one we'll get up to some more shenanigans and build this up and make it start looking like a more lush and green paradise. So, this is Coach LB. Subscribe if you would. Otherwise, you're at the mercy of the algorithm to see another video of mine because I am an extremely small creator. And thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you later. Peace.